Now we say feel your way there, even though it's about thinking your way there. But thinking your way there is a little tricky, because law of attraction only dishes out to you the thoughts that are in the vibrational vicinity of where you've been hanging around vibrationally. So if you've been poking around at a problem, you've been exploring it pretty good, and you've gotten very good at defining it, and other people now are joining you in adding to the definition of it, because law of attraction says, oh, complainers, all stand over there together. Oh, complainers over here, over here, over here, over here. There's this incredible sifting and sorting. You'll get matched up with the ticket agent that is ornery, if you are. You'll get matched up with the most bumbling, clumsy baggage handler on the planet, if that's what's active in your vibration. In other words, you always get a perfect replica of what you are offering vibrationally. So you might be in a place, Jerry and Esther find themselves every now and again, where they've focused upon something long enough that it's active in their vibration, and it's active enough in their vibration that it's affected their point of attraction. And when it affects your point of attraction and things start showing up that you don't want, it's pretty easy to comment on them. Esther will say, well, look at that. And Jerry will say, don't make me look. Please don't make me look there. And Esther will say, well, then suit yourself. Stay over there in your happy bubble if you want to. And I'll face reality for both of us. And sometimes he is so in the vortex that she cannot win him over to observing what she's observing. The new book, launched on November 15th. And on November 16th, it was sold out everywhere. Oh, easy for you to say. Esther did not see that as a good thing, because they were getting calls and emails from unhappy people who had waited and wanted and waited and wanted. And so it was hard for Esther not to notice that there were not enough books printed. Jerry refused to care. Esther thought he was insane. What do you mean you don't care? Well, he didn't mean that he didn't care. He just meant when he thought about it, he felt bad, so he didn't want to think about it. But Esther thought that he should think about it because she felt bad, and she didn't see any reason that he shouldn't feel bad too. But after a few days of not feeling very good, and it being mad at Jerry for feeling good, and then it being mad at herself for not feeling good, Esther found a new clarity that only comes from life experience, because words don't teach. She found the clarity that nothing is worth not feeling good. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. As she picked up the book that is written about staying in the vortex, and she said, oh, book, I hate you so, because you demonstrate to me my failure. I cannot feel good today because I'm focusing upon something that doesn't allow me to feel good. And after a day or two of that, when it occurred to Esther that above all things, she just wants to feel good. In other words, she was allowing herself to feel the unhappiness of thousands upon thousands of people who were clamoring for something that they could not get. She allowed herself to be influenced by the way large numbers of people were feeling. In other words, there was a lot of disappointment around that. And as Esther focused there, she found herself out of vibrational alignment with the very essence of what the book teaches. And then she began to laugh. She began to laugh in her, what she wants to believe is her final understanding. I finally get this. finally, I get this. I finally get this. And isn't it a little bit ironic that the very thing that I'm getting is written in the book that has bummed me out so badly? In other words, could there be a bigger signpost in the universe for Esther than that? In other words, you must reach the place where nothing in all of the universe matters to you more than the way you feel. And when you gain the understanding that through the directing of your thought, you can foster the feeling that you want to achieve. And more important than anything, more important than everything that we've just said all put together, is your realization that you cannot change your thought immediately. But if your intention is to feel differently, you can reach for the feeling, and the thought that aligns with that feeling will begin to appear to you, one and then another and then another and then another.